Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
Overwhelm is the abundance of everything you ever wished and prayed for coming in either all at once or coming into your life. An abundance of everything you've ever wished and prayed for all coming into your life.
And we're back
with another episode of He Said, She Said.
So you just got back from speaking at Powerhouse Women, our dear friend. Matter of fact, at this point, let's call her family. Lindsay Schwartz's event. How was it?
It was absolutely mind-blowing, amazing. I did a podcast last week before I went about what it feels like to go watch one of your best friends in her element. And I can tell you, now this is the after, I literally cried. Like I had so many moments where I had tears in my eyes watching just someone rise into the person and be the person that they came here to be. Like it was magical. The event, I don't care who you are. If you have a pulse, there was something that you could have gotten out of it. Wow. And it was funny. It was fun. It was inspiring. I just had the best time on stage and I lost my voice right after, which is why
it sounds like you left half your voice there.
I feel like I should be a sexy radio host right now. Like I should just quick get a 900 number.
Make a little side hustle cash.
Yes, just for the week. That's the part about podcasting, right? You have to be super consistent even when
you don't feel your best. You don't
feel good. We've postponed this 3 days because I did not have a voice. And by the grace of our awesome podcast manager, Nikki, she has let us get a few extra days of grace. And here we are. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, you came back from that thing and we went on our walk run that we always do. And you were talking about the different speakers, and our good friend, Jasmine Star, spoke there.
Mm-hmm.
And she said something from stage that when you repeated it to me was like, wow, it simple yet so profound, right? A no-brainer, but great wake-up call. And that's what I wanted to kind of prompt you to share with everyone listening right now. What'd she say from stage?
Man, that's the cool thing about events, right? Like you get in a room with so many different walks of life and so many people with so much access to other wisdom and so much wisdom themselves that you get these nuggets that just rock your world. And this one really rocked my world. She said that overwhelm is the abundance of everything you ever wish and prayed for coming in either all at once or coming into your life. An abundance of everything you've ever wished and prayed for, all coming into your life.
Overwhelm is the abundance of everything you ever wished or prayed for coming into your life all at once. When you said that to me, I was like, yep, that's it right there. Like, I wished I could bring this incredible fintech company to life, and it's happening bigger and faster than I expected. But at the same time, I wished that we could have podcasts with millions of downloads, and that has to continue while building this thing. And I wished that I would have this incredible group, my elite mastermind of people that I loved and get to serve and see as friends and peers and collaborate with at this point. Except that it also happens that all of these things happen at once, and I feel overwhelmed. And then add to that, I wished I could have a house in every little area that I wanted, one in California, one in Arizona, one up here at the lake house. But then that brings overwhelm of the projects. And I realized when you said this, how dare we get overwhelmed when all the things we wished or prayed for at once start happening all together. Now, listen, I also want to acknowledge there's very different types of overwhelm out there. Some people are overwhelmed because they don't know where their next rent or mortgage payment is going to come from. Or some people are overwhelmed because they have multiple family members sick with real diseases at the same time. So this is not that type of overwhelm that we're talking about. I empathize and sympathize with anyone going through stuff like that. This is the kind of overwhelm where we forget to put into perspective that this is just a culmination of everything we were hoping and praying for.
I think of this for people like, when we have this crazy amount of emails that we have to get back to, and we wished for a time in our life when we wanted people to want us to respond back to emails. If we have a little bit of a following now, or maybe a large following, and we're like, oh my God, I have so many DMs, I have to respond to these things. And it's a time where, oh my gosh, you wish that you would have once had these things. Maybe there's a lot of people asking for you or asking something from you. And there was a time when you wish one person would have wanted something from you. Maybe you're getting asked to speak a lot. Maybe you're getting asked to, for your advice a lot. And there was a time when we wished for these things. So really understanding that now it's just this beautiful abundance of all the things you ever wished and prayed for. And now this is giving you the opportunity to not only step back and get really, really grateful for the beautiful things that have come into your life and stop and say thank you, but to also realize that you need to start becoming a different person to manage these things. So having some boundaries and knowing that it's really how you're looking at the things in your life. Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So it's the perspective of, wow, okay, yes, there's a lot of emails, or yes, there's a lot of appointments, but I'm so grateful that these are here. And even that for your day can completely change the way that you're coming at your day.
This perspective can change your day, because that's, I think, when we most feel overwhelmed, right? We look at our day and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I have in front of me. But for me, it's changing my month of October coming up. From October 1st to November 6th, I have 9 different trips and appearances to make. 9. That means every single week I'm traveling and appearing somewhere at least twice. And some is pleasure. A lot of it is work or speaking. That's way too many things at once. At least it felt that way until you came home and said, hey, Jasmine just said this amazing thing. Overwhelm is simply the culmination of everything that you once wished and prayed for happening all at once. I was like, there was a time I wished someone wanted me on their stage. There was a time I wished that a charity wanted me to be there present. There was a time that I wished that I could pick up with a group of guys and go to this one certain location and bring family with. Like, all of these things happening at once is not a problem. It's a blessing. And so whether you have to frame your next hour with this perspective, or your next day, or your next week, or your next month, or whatever it is, we're speaking to all the people out there that create this manufactured fake stress of overwhelm when it's just a whole lot of good things happening at once.
We're so grateful for you guys, and thank you so much for always listening.
Don't forget, I will text you a positive money mantra or business perspective every single morning that I wake up. All you got to do is text me the word daily to 310-421-0416. I'm not kidding. Been doing it over a year now to thousands and thousands and thousands of you. And I love the responses. It's my favorite part. So if you want me to text you first thing when I wake up, positive money mantra or business perspective, text me the word daily to 310-421-0416. Again, text me the word daily to 310-421-0416. All right, guys. Peace out. Appreciate you.
Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal. Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.